been getting these messages. All right, I'm getting these messages on Instagram. Following on Instagram at JTuck151. Yo, Tuck, what's up with your boy? What's up with your boy? What's up with your boy? What's up with your? I'm like, who is my boy? I got some friends. Like, who is my boy you're referring to? Your boy at Michigan. I was like, Underwood, the quarterback? No, 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 not him. Well, who are you talking about? Because I'm a Florida. I ain't got no boy at Michigan. And they're saying, nah, your homeboy from Wichita. Who? They're talking about Coach Sherrone Moore. I said, oh, wait, he's from Wichita? Yeah, he's from Wichita, Tuck. Ain't that where you from? You always say you from the home of Barry Sanders. You know, Xavier McDaniel, Lynette Woodard. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that where you from, Tuck? I said, yeah, that's where I'm from. But him, he's from Derby, dog. He's from Derby. Yeah, he wasn't Derby. You know what I'm saying? He ain't from Wichita. Now, salute to my dog, Easy the Block Captain. You know what I'm saying? Got a battle versus Cassidy. I don't want to sound too Cassidy-ish, but he ain't from Wichita, bro. He's from Derby. He is not with me. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the west side, cut my teeth on the south side, riding all down Seneca. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Wichita. Coach Moore, or former Coach Moore, Sherrone Moore, he's from Derby Panthers. We don't rock with them like that. But I do think it's a conversation to really have. And what's going on right now, you know, when I saw him probably take on from Jim Harbaugh at Michigan, I was like, bro, he looked like a coach that's not going to last long at Michigan. Let's just keep it a buck. He just looked like a coach that was never going to survive as the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's keep it a buck. He just looked like he had fire me on his forehead. All right. But, you know, they had some good games. You know, they beat Ohio State last year, didn't win this past season. But I just never thought this was going to be a long-term hire. But we know the scandal kind of happened. Don't want to dive into the man's business because I don't know the man. He's from Derby. I'm from Wichita. You know what I'm saying? We ain't grow up together. But I do want to say this. Fellas, huddle up. Huddle up. Huddle up. Big bro Tuck talking. I'm almost in my unk mode. Almost. That's Big Bro Tuck talking. Fellas, I am seeing far too many of you, you know what I'm saying, that has some money, some prestige, some accomplishments, some pedigree, some position of power. Throw your money, your life, your money, your money, your money, your brand, and your careers away for 6-7s. 6-7s. What are y'all doing, dog? I see, hey man, like I said, Uncle Shay Shay, Love Club Shay Shay, man, love and Nike, bro, 6-7s. What are we doing? What out there? You're at Michigan. You're the head coach of the Michigan football Wolverines, and you're throwing your life away for 6-7s. The Starbucks barista. Dog, if you're going to lose 30 M's, if you're going to lose your job, right? If you're going to get kicked off of ESPN, go for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? Aim big. Fellas, in 2026, I want you to lose your life aiming big. Go for the stars. Reach for the moon, baby. Why are y'all for 6-7s? Come on, dog. What are we doing? We're seeing it too many times across the board. You're just like, for that? Bro, it's in a jail cell. You was the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines about a week ago. Now you in a jail cell for 6-7s. Bro, if you're going to crash out, lose your family, lose your job, lose your career, it should be like, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Just got done watching the the Sean Combs documentary, right? You know, Diddy's going through his situation, his trials and tribulations right now, but it was over Cassie. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see the right. He's paying hush money to Cassie. Y'all are paying hush money to 6 Evans. Yeah, there is no point. You coming a multi-millionaire, getting all this fame, all this power, all this glory, all this and you could have been down here from the first place. Ain't big. Happily married, love my beautiful wife, love my beautiful family. But if y'all ever see me crash out, I'm not gonna do it. But if y'all were to, best believe y'all gonna be like, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand it. Tuck was wrong, but Tuck was right. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all right. But y'all are, and see, what you fellas have to understand is this very pivotal rule, especially for married men. There's a difference between cheating and having an affair. Right? They're not the same. They ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the same. Right? Cheating is, you have her saved in your phone as Verizon. You sneaking out at 2 a.m., kind of go to the motel. You maybe take her to Taco Bell at night to get a little, but you really not trying to be out like that. If you cheating, you've already made a step in the wrong direction, right? An affair, that's different. Affairs, you want to be seen. You out at the prestigious dinner spot, smiling, having drinks, laughing, having a good old time. Old boy at the Coldplay concert, he was out in public, hugged up. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be seen. Because you're like, you know what? If I get caught, I get caught. But somebody got to see this. You know what I'm saying? We out in public, broad daylight with it. So if you are a man of stature and you have 30 million, 40 million to lose, it better be an affair where it's like, all right, I wanted this to happen because I'm upgrading and I had to have people see me in the light. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, got to get smarter. 2026, we got to start crashing out over those sevens. But I will say this from a football standpoint, Michigan football is probably going to be all right. They're going to get a better coach. Probably got to find a way to keep their quarterback. I'm hearing conversation that Underwood might go to LSU, right? But Michigan money talks a little bit different. So if you go get you a prestigious head coach, bring him back in, you can revive Michigan football. But it was a black eye. And some of these coaches, you have to stop putting yourselves in dumb situations. And I believe he put himself in a dumb situation. Now, let's keep it a buck because we're going to keep it real. If he was in the CFP right now, if he had beat Ohio State and they were the 2 seed right now, none of this would have even came out. They would have sent old girl on a bus ride to Florida and you would have never heard from her again because she would have had a boatload of money and she would have been in Florida and just disappeared. All right. But when you're not winning and you're sinning, there's going to be an ending.